Welcome to my channel, Knitting Books, etc. My name is Cristina. On Ravelry and other social media, I am Puella63. So it's been a while. I've been lazy, but I would like to restart this channel with more frequent updates. So I am going to show you what I've been working, because in December I was fairly productive. I don't know what happened to me, but I decided to do lots of stuff. So I think that before I disappeared, I was knitting on a pair of socks, which meanwhile I finished. These are the socks. They are Fairy Maiden socks by This Handmade Life on Ravelry, and the yarn is very old stash yarn, which is 100% BFL. I love them. I think they are really beautiful and are the type of pattern I like, which is small repetitions. And so this is what I think I remember showing you this as a whip, but now they are finished. Meanwhile, I also started and finished another pair of socks. This one I really don't remember where this was from a dictionary of stitches. I don't know, because I did a regular 64 stitch pattern with heel, flap and normal, and I also finished them. So these are in some old stash as well from the yarn yard, and it's a superwash merino. Okay, so these were the socks I finished. I started another pair with another 100% BFL, but I haven't worked on them. But these are, I think that because of the color of the yarn, I decided to make a leafy sock, but then I stopped, and the reason I stopped was that Christmas was approaching, and I got bitten by a bug of Christmas balls. So I have this book here, and I really had lots of fun doing some balls. I also have the new 24 balls that Arnie and Carlos released this year, and I also download a free PDF pamphlet, whatever, from Shahan Meyer, I think, which has 24 smaller balls, and I decided that I would start this year. I'm trying to find if I have here one. I think I started, yes. So let me show you. This is one of those 24 balls. Of course, it's not blocked, neither there's no stuffing inside yet, but it's like this, I think. This is the size of those 24 balls, and I decided that I made this on the 1st of January. I decided that I was going to make 2 balls per month, so one on the 1st, one on the 15th, and at the end of the year I'll have 24 smaller balls. But meanwhile, I started with some balls from that book, which I used in my Christmas tree this year. Then today or yesterday I took them off, and here they are. So 1. I made 7. 2. I like this one very much. They are so fun to make and so fluffy. And so this one was the first one actually I made. I inverted the colors. In the book they are, the background is white and the drawing is red, but I decided to invert the colors. This one here, full of hair. And this one here. And I tried one with 3 colors, and I will do more like this for next year. So I hadn't enough yet, so I haven't had enough, so I will need lots of balls. I think that next year my Christmas tree is going to be full of those balls. So it was very funny to knit. I think I showed last episode a yarn. I don't have the, yes I do, or no I don't. I was trying to see if I had here the label, but no. It's a Portuguese yarn, Terra, from Rosários 4, and I wanted to try, and I think I showed you the ball when I bought it, and I decided to see how it was, how there's a black here, so how it behaved. It's very soft. I used the pattern from La Maison Rilly. It's a free pattern called Cocoon, and so I tried it, and one ball was enough, and I still have some yarn left. Let me just see if I have it here. I was trying to find, it should be here, but I cannot find it. Okay, I will one day find the rest. Okay, so another finished object then. And what else? Of course, I subscribed to Kate Davies club 10 years in the making, which was a club where every week she released one or more patterns, and then in the end she published the book. I received the book already, and I have to say that this collection is great collection. And one of the weeks, I don't know, before Christmas, so this was all before Christmas, because I think it ended in the 10th or the 17th, I don't know, of December. I'm trying to find the pattern here, which I decided to make as a Christmas gift for my son. Here it is, and they are the Buildy. They are slippers. So I used some yarn I had here for many years, which is a Portuguese yarn called Lã Escocesa by Tricôs Brancal, and I made some Christmassy slippers for my son. And so here they are. I say they are Christmassy because of the colors. So have this here, and then it's green and natural. So here, let me show you the pattern in the front. Here they are toe up, and when you turn the heel, then you have just a little bit here with this Latvian braid and the I-cord. So this is the front, and the back is like this. Let me show you. Here it's the back, and they were very my son is always asking me that, and I say I have to show them on my podcast. I have to show them on my podcast. But now he can wear them finally, because they will come in handy. It's a little bit cold now. So these are the building from this book. And then I think that sometime later, here I think these are the, no. Well, yeah, here. She released a pattern for some gauntlets, which are longer mittens, which I loved, and with the same yarn I decided to make some for me. And the reason is that I suffer from chilblains and Raynaud syndrome, so I need to wear gloves or mittens all the time. And the advantage of these is that, let me show you, they have, first of all, they are fairly long, and then they have this long rib, which when we are working we can turn like this, but when we are walking and it's cold, like this morning it was, we can do like this, okay, and even hide the fingers inside. So they were very easy, very quick. This is DK yarn, so very quick, and they are lovely. So I think that trying to think if I had some more things to show you, but I don't think I do. Now I decided that I wanted to not only make those small balls every month, I want to finish some of my whips. And the first whip I'm going to finish is my Sleep Extravaganza shawl. I have a problem, which is I am in the last stripe before the I-cord. So here, this is, so here, this purple stripe is the last one, and then it has an I-cord. My problem is that the yarn, which I had 400 meters of this purple yarn, but I think that it's not, I cannot find it. There's, here it is. This is all I have, and I am currently row 3 of 6, so it's not going to be enough. I have to find in my stash some other purple yarn to finish this stripe, and then it will be the I-cord. I don't know why this is not enough. It should be. I think that in the requirements they ask for 350 or meters for each of the contrast colors, and I had 400 meters. All the other colors, so this lilac here and this one here, I had lots and lots of, so the lilac here, and the blue I also have here, and this was not even 400 meters because this was the second ball of yarn, and each one has 167 meters. So, and this is what remains from the second one, and I don't know why, but this color is not enough. But I am going to finish this, so next time I record I hope that I can show you the finished object. again, the reason why I stalled a bit is not only because, of course, these rows are very, very long. They are around 950 stitches. But the problem is that I don't know how I'm going to block this. I don't know if I have enough space to do it. And so, but I will find a way. So after I finish this, I'm sorry, after I finish this shawl, I am going to move on to my Parker, which is that jumper I showed here, full of braids, cables, isn't it? So I am going to show you that next time also. Okay, and this is, as far as I remember, I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you. Oh no, there's another thing I started and I haven't finished. I don't know why, so it's something that I'm going to finish as well, which is oh my god, a little bear from Cynthia, which is an account on Instagram. I find it so funny. It's a little bear which is knitted all in one piece, no seaming. And I started, but then I stopped. I don't know why. And I have to finish it because I think he's so funny. And she has then some clothes to dress the bear with, and there is also a mouse, and I don't know if there's another animal, but I don't know. But they are so funny, and I like to knit toys, so that's the other thing I want to finish as well. But for knitting, that's all I have today. As far as reading is concerned, I read in December. I took part of the Cloak and Dagger read along, organized by Kate Howe, Janelle, and someone else which I cannot remember. I'm sorry. But I confess that I didn't follow the prompts. I didn't pay attention to the prompts. I just decided to read as many thrillers or crime stories, mysteries as possible. And I don't remember but how many, but I read so many and I enjoyed them completely. I had forgotten how I loved mystery stories. So I remember telling you that I was listening to the Daisy Dalrymple mysteries because they were part of the Plus catalog in Audible. So I didn't have to pay, and I listened to the 23 books. So all of them. And then I decided to start with the first number of several series just to see how I like them. So I remember that I read Mr. Churchill's Secretary, which I loved. Then I read the first one in, can't remember, I should have written this, can't remember now. Another of those series which are around in the 20s, I think, a little bit like Daisy Dalrymple, but another one I can't remember now. I don't remember all the books I read, but I read several. I read one in I read 5 books from Anthony Horowitz, which I didn't know, and it's a new author to me, and I like them. I read Magpie Murders and Moonflower, I think it is, Murders. I love both of those. So they are from a series which is, I would call it the Adam Punt series. Then I read two from, can't remember, I'm sorry. I can't remember the other series. Two other books. I will have to write down or something like that to tell you afterwards. And then I read another one which was different, which was called Moriarty. Okay, so I remember that I read 5 books from him on the whole. I read also the 2 first books in the Jackson Brodie series from Kate Atkinson, and I have to say that I love her style. I love the way she writes, because again it's not a linear narrative, so there is some jumping around, but it makes for a very, very interesting. And the second book, A Good Turn, I think it's the title, is a laughing out loud book. There are some parts which I laughed out loud reading. So I also made my winter 21 plans to read, and what I did is I decided that to mix and match several styles I like. I like classics a lot. I like mysteries a lot. I like some historical fiction as well. And of course, I follow many booktubers and I listen to what they say, and then I decide that I want to read some of those books. So this year or this winter, I decided that I would read some classics from those great Victorian and pre-Victorian, so Regency writers that I like. And I decided that I also decided that I wanted to read the novels from the Bronte sisters, because I read recently 2 Charlotte Brontes, Jane Eyre and Shirley, and I decided I'm going to read all the other books by her and by her sisters. So I actually started with Villette, which I bought this edition from it's the, how is it called, Penguin English Library, which I think it has always lovely covers. And I'm funny was that Marissa from a channel which I cannot remember, but I will write down on the description box, she decided that she's going to do a project which is to read all the Brontes during this year, and they are going to start with Villette, which is funny because I had decided to buy this book. It's one of the books I never read, and I wanted to do the same project, so read all the Brontes. So I am starting with Villette, which I'm enjoying. It's a first-person book narration. So, and there's a girl which she's 22 years old, and it's called Lucy Snow. I don't know anything else about her, but I think it's a little bit autobiographical as far as Charlotte is concerned. I also am taking part of read along organized by Kate Howe, and I think that she's buddy. It's a kind of a buddy read, but several people are participating, and I am enjoying it a lot. Which is a book that I haven't read yet, and I am now reading with everyone. So we are reading 1 or 2 chapters a day during the months of January, and I have to say that I am enjoying it a lot. I ordered this translation, which is by Richard Pevere and his wife Larissa something else. Let me see, Larissa Volokonski. Because I saw a channel by a girl called Sophia Klef. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she compared several translations with the original Russian, and she said that this translation was the best in her opinion, and so I decided to try this translation. I also have the audiobook, but it's with another translation, Constance Garnett, which I think it's an old translation. But I am enjoying reading this very, very much. I am also reading a mystery, which is In the Woods, which is the first in the series. The series is called Dublin Murder Squad, I think, by Tana French, and I know that I have the two first books, so I'm reading that. I also read the first. It's not the first actually. I read a prequel to a series, and I now cannot remember the name of the hero of that series, but I will tell you afterwards. Next time I talk to you, I'm out of practice. I should have brought some notes, and I completely forgot. I just decided it's now. I have to record now, otherwise I lose courage, and that's how I'm working. So it was another mystery series which I read, the prequel, and I will tell you next time. I promise I will bring all the books, or the list of books that I'm intending to read for this winter, because I like to plan not for the whole year. I like to plan my projects and for each of the seasons. Then of course there are always something that will happen and it will alter my plans, but that's normal. I like to have a plan, because if I don't know what I'm going to do, I look at my plan and I do something which is in there, either in knitting or in reading. But of course then new things appear, like even today I watched a video that Simon Savage, is it his name, and Tom from Tom Read Things, they did about their hibernation, the winter episode, and there is a group read, and from a book that I didn't have and I wasn't intending in reading, but now I'm going to read. For example, this is a good example of something that changes my projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, because this was not at all prepared. Next time, which I hope won't be like this time, and it won't take me so much to record again, I will bring my reading plans and what I read, what I'm going to read, and so on. This time was only to in a way put me in the practice of recording again. I hope you have a very good 2021, and I hope to see you soon.